A very good evening and welcome to State of Business, our television's primetime news bulletin. I'm Adusha Palakumar. Let's take a look at the headlines first. China to reveal roadmap for Hambantota port at Chamber Seminar. And annual convocation of SLIT held today. Now the stories in detail. The China Merchant Port Holdings Company will declare its roadmap for the development of the Hambantota port at a Ceylon Chamber of Commerce seminar scheduled to be held on the 22nd of September at the Ceylon Chamber of Commerce premises. The seminar will be held under the title of South Asia's Emerging Gateway City. China Merchant Port Holdings Company's Deputy General Manager Hang Tian will declare the firm's overall plan for the port under the title Roadmap for Development of the Hambantota Port during the seminar. Managing Director of the Agency for Development Strategies Mangala P.B. Yapa and Sri Lanka Ports Authority Chairman Parakram Disanayake are among the other key speakers who will address the seminar. Mangala P.B. Yapa is scheduled to speak under the title of Hambantota Logistics and Industrial Zone Vision for the Future, while Parakram Disanayake will deliver a speech on the Hambantota Port Development Strategy. The development of the Hambantota port and its proposed new logistics and industrial zone is expected to provide business opportunities for a number of sectors and is also expected to provide opportunities for prospective foreign direct investments. The Elections Commission will commemorate World Democracy Day, which falls today, by conducting public awareness programs throughout the island along the themes of democracy and universal franchise. The programs will be coordinated by district election officers under the theme Vote is the Expression of Democracy. Planned programs will include public awareness programs, display of posters and banners, street dramas and public lectures, and walks along the theme of Vote is the Expression of Democracy. Let's safeguard universal franchise. The 17th annual convocation of the Sri Lanka Institute of Information Technology was held in Colombo today. 240 students, which included both undergraduate and postgraduate, received their degrees today. Speaking during the convocation, the chief guest, State Minister for Higher Education, Mohanlal Guerrero, stated that the government has taken initiatives to establish an independent commission to safeguard the students who receive higher education from both private and state universities.
In future, Government of Sri Lanka and the Ministry of Higher Education and Highways has decided to establish an independent quality assurance and accreditation commission to safeguard the students who are receiving higher education not only from the private higher education providers but also from the state universities. After establishing this commission, the quality assurance and accreditation of higher education of Sri Lanka will be totally done by this particular independent commission. The Act is already formulated and it is with the Attorney General now, and it will be presented to the Parliament, and after the approval it will be implemented, most probably by the beginning of next year.
Minister Mohanlal Guerrero also noted that the establishment of the qualification framework by the Ministry of Higher Education is an important element to develop the system of the higher education sector.
The University Grant Commission has established Sri Lanka qualification framework. That is another very important step taken by the Ministry of Higher Education and the University Grant Commission. Hereafter, all higher education qualifications will be categorized. They will be given the levels of that qualification framework, which has 12 levels. 5th level is the graduate level. So depending on the quality and the standard of the program, that particular program will be given a particular level in that Sri Lanka qualification framework. Thereafter, it will be very easy for any employer to compare different degrees which are conferred by different institutions.
Let's take a look at more news after this break. Welcome back. An anti-Sytem vehicle parade organized by the anti-Sytem Janapower organization reached Colombo this afternoon. Meanwhile, a one-day token strike is being carried out today by medical officers in 5 districts against Sytem. Addressing the media, Secretary of the Government Medical Officers Association, Dr. Harith Aludge stated that protests will continue to be staged until the Sytem institution has been abolished.
Today we have called upon this press conference to declare future actions regarding Sytem. Today from 5 towns, like for example from Kalutara, Chilao, Horana, Avisavela and 5 other places, vehicle parades against Sytem is on the way to Colombo, Lipton Circus, and we are expecting that all the vehicle parades will reach Colombo by about 2 p.m. today. We have declared a token strike district-wise from 12th of this month, Tuesday. Today the districts which are concerned for this strike action are Colombo, Kalutara, Gampaha, Putlam and Kegol districts. At the moment, this strike action with the emergency services intact is going on very successfully in these districts. We are hoping that the government will realize the message we are giving by these protest campaigns, and if the government is not willing to accept the ground reality, we will go for a joint trade union action on 21st of this month with the involvement of all the trade unions of the health sector and the education sector also. And we hope that today the message will be passed to the authorities to abolish Sytem.
Let's take a look at stocks after this break. Welcome back. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on a positive note today. The all-share price index gained 20.57 points to close at 6,402.03, and the S&P SL20 gained by 18.53 points to close at 3,682.34. The turnover was 11.4 billion rupees and 255.5 million shares were traded. Up next is Forex rates. Now we have dealing room update for the week.
The Sri Lankan rupee depreciated against the greenback this week as dollar demand from importers surpassed selling of the dollars by exporters. The spot rupee ended at 152.95 to 153.05 per dollar on Thursday, compared with Monday's opening of 152.75 to 152.85. The 1-month premium was hovering at around 70 to 80 cents, while the 1-year premium was trading around 8.70 to 9.10 rupees. On the international market, Britain's pound topped $1.34 for the first time in a year on Thursday, after the Bank of England warned it might raise interest rates for the first time in a decade in the coming months. The BOE said the economy was doing a little better than it had expected last month, and that inflation was likely to exceed 3% in October, which is slightly above previous forecasts. At the weekly Treasury bill auction held this week by the central bank, the rates of 6-month and 12-month reduced by 18 and 38 basis points to 9.05 and 9.20% respectively. The 3-month bill was not offered this week. The overnight core money and repo rates dropped slightly this week. The core money rates trading around 7.95 to 8%, while the overnight repo rates trading at 7.85 to 7.90 levels this morning. The liquidity in the market was at a surplus of around 30 billion rupees by Thursday. The Treasury bond yields in the secondary market were largely unchanged during this week. The 10-year bond maturing on the 15th of June 2027 was trading at around 10.25 to 10.37% this morning.
With that, we wrap up State of Business for the week. Join us tomorrow with Biz Roundup at 7 p.m. Until then, take care. Good night.